SMR Sports coming back at you with another Whisper video. Today we have I don't know what this is. I guess I was going to say another non-sport pack opening video, but I guess this kind of is a sport, staged as it may be. It is still an athletic endeavor, so alright. This is a jumbo pack of wrestling cards from, I think, I don't know. Wow, 2012. That's funny because I bought these in 2017 from the local Walmart. So they must have been sitting around for quite some time. Hence the 50% off. I'm not really I'm not at all a wrestling fan these days, but in the 80s I certainly was, in the 90s. I was a big fan of the WWF and all the superstars like Hulk Hogan and Jake the Snake and Andre the Giant and Bruno the Barber and Jewish Macho Man Randy Savage. So, between the fact that these are a heritage set, which has a design based on the original 1985 Topps wrestling cards design, which I've actually bought packs of when I was a kid. I didn't buy them in 85, but I bought them probably a couple years later at like a card show, I think. So, between that sort of nostalgia and the fact they've got Andre the Giant on the package, suggesting they have other classic wrestling figures, made this seem interesting, and it was 50% off, so I don't know what I paid for this, probably like $1 or $2. So anyways, I thought it would be fun to open and share with this channel, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Oh yeah, so they're definitely going to have classic. I don't even know if they have modern wrestlers in here, but we'll find out. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, he was old school. I mean, the guy was not even barely around by the time I started watching in the late 80s. Jim Ross, I think he's modern. Cactus Jack is modern. Yeah, okay, so all these guys are modern. CM Punk. You know, back when I was a kid in the late 80s, wrestling was always on, like, at night, on, like, a Saturday or a Friday night, I think. You know, because it wasn't on cable, it was just on broadcast TV. And I think that was all the better time slot they could get for wrestling, which wasn't that big, except amongst kids. Yeah, I remember you always had to kind of like sneak, staying up that late to watch it, and then kids the next day would be talking about it. And they used to do like the big events, like the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. They used to, I think those were just on regular TV, but now a lot of their larger events are pay-per-view. A couple years ago, a friend of mine invited me to a party where they were doing, I think it was a Royal Rumble screening, like somebody had paid for it, and I think we had a pool going on who was going to win. It was kind of interesting, not having watched wrestling in a long time. So this is cool. This is Andre the Giant. That's the guy on the cover, and of course the legendary, now deceased, wrestler of magnificent proportion. I guess I haven't looked at the back of any of these. He was French. Andre was truly larger than life. At 7'4" and over 500 pounds, Andre was a global attraction who could make fans stand up, take notice, and watch him with a sense of awe. Andre is a former WWE champion and was the first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. So, WWE is what they call the primary wrestling league now. Stands for World Wrestling Entertainment. When I was a kid, it was WWF, World Wrestling Federation, but after many years of coexisting, the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, sued WWF, the wrestling organization, for trademark infringement. And I don't know if that ever got sort of finalized in court or if they just settled, but I think by that time Vince McMahon was ready to just pick a new name and get on with life, and so that's ever since then they've been WWE. I think that happened in like the early 2000s maybe, which was a long time ago. Another classy Freddie Blassie. Howard Finkel, that looks kind of old. Let's see. Yeah. Old school. Wow. This guy's old school too, I think. Yeah. There's Rowdy Piper on the back of all these cards, I guess. Sergeant Slaughter, he's fairly modern. Yokozuna is fairly modern, I think. And here's a cool little insert. This looks like Alan Ginter's. Yep. Big Boss Man. He was big in the day. Kind of early 90s, I think. That's cool. And a Rock Bottom. I don't know if that's the wrestler or the move. Probably the wrestler. The Rock. I don't know. Is that the Rock? Oh, it is the Rock. Okay. I don't know. His face looked kind of funny. And I didn't think it was the Rock, but it is the Rock. So that must be one of his moves. Yeah. Alright. I didn't know that. Oh boy, excuse me. I didn't know that the Rock had a signature move called the Rock Bottom. I assume everybody's had a signature move, but again, I don't really watch wrestling, so I don't know any of these details. Well, there you go. There's a jumbo pack of 2012 Topps Heritage Wrestling cards. That was pretty fun, I have to say. I like that there's a really solid mix of old in with the new, so a guy like me who really only knows the old is pretty happy about that. Alright, so hope you enjoyed. Please share and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.